I think confidence in communication is the biggest thing. You have to be confident to, first of all, even speak. If we're talking about verbal communication, when I train on communication through my business, 1000 Training Consulting, what I do is I equip people with the principles of communication. Because the thing is, we all think we can communicate, but we can't actually. And communication is something that has evolved over time. And it can change depending on where you are and who you're with.
Yeah.
Okay. So some of the things that I talk about is what is communication and what is effective communication. Those are two different things, right? So, okay, fine. Let's say we know how to communicate, but do we know how to communicate effectively? And the difference between communication, okay, first communication is just basically sending and receiving information.
Yeah.
But understand that it's not just verbal. There's also nonverbal communication. Okay, so there's two ways of communicating, and then under those two ways, there's different ways. We call them modes of communication.
Okay.
Under that, so I teach them about that to understand that basic. Then the next thing is, now that we know what communication is, how do we do that effectively? Effectively, communication is not only us sending and receiving information, but increasing the probability that the person is going to respond in the way that you intended. So you can communicate with me and say, okay, Rahel, meet me here.
Yeah.
Right? And I will know that you want me to come somewhere. But I will need more information. What else would you have to share with me?
The address or something, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you might give me landmarks, you might give me a time, those kind of things. So if you ask me to meet you, I might get in my car and be like, hi. But if you tell me, okay, meet me here at this time, then I'll show up on time. That's increasing the probability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've given me landmarks, so now it's increasing the probability that I won't get lost, or if I do, at least I'll be in the area. You know, those kind of things. And it's also important to understand that if you communicate and there isn't a response, that is still a response. Yeah. So it either means like the individual hasn't received the message, they don't understand the message, or they didn't know that the message was intended for them, or they don't even know why you're sending them the message. Like there could be so many reasons, and so you then have to follow up or whatever, do whatever is necessary. But yeah, so I start with those fundamentals, and then we talk about things like the principles of communication. What I love about teaching people about communication is no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you do for a living, these skills can apply to everything. So I've done effective communication training for entrepreneurs. I've gone to different, I'm forgetting what you call them. They're just like spaces for people that are starting businesses and things like that, like startup organizations.
Okay,
And I've done effective communication training for them. The most recent one I did was for Futurepreneur. They had a group of entrepreneurs from across Canada, and I did an effective communication for them. And I talked about something as simple as invoicing. Like, we're all in business. We want to make sure we get paid. We love what we do, but we need to pay our bills. But I get entrepreneurs who send me invoices all the time without letting me know how to pay it. So they've just let me know I owe them money. Great. Thank you for letting me know that. Do you want the money? Okay, nowhere on this invoice does it say these are the methods of payment or any of that. And they were like, oh. So I said, yes, go check your invoices. You're wondering why you're getting late payments. You understand? So communication in everything we do. And then, I spoke to them about their websites. What was their intention? What was the action? What is the goal? So I think that, just to sum up communication, a lot of time we think that communicating is enough, and that's where we start. Oh, I let them know. But where we should start is, what do I hope to achieve? And then we communicate based on that. We take the appropriate